Hey there viewers, and welcome back to TRW. Today we are going to be working on another garage floor. I'm going to take you around and let you see what we're working on here. This is a 3-car garage, nice looking garage. What we're going to do is we're going to put down a flooring. You guys like the flooring video so much, we're going to put down another flooring in here. Everything looks really nice in this garage. The only thing, take a look at this. So this is what his floor looks like. Out here they have harsh winters, and the salt gets into the floor and just starts corrosive, eating it away. We're going to come in here, we're going to fill all this flooring in, we're going to do a lot of prep work so that we can get the floor all filled back in. We're going to level it out. And then we're going to lay down epoxy flooring on this one. I'll show you the kit that he went and got. It's the Rust-Oleum garage epoxy flooring, like the one we just installed not too long ago. But this time we're doing it on a 3-car garage. So come along with us as we fill in all these cracks and lay down epoxy flooring. So today is just going to be preparation, so I'll probably have to do this in a couple parts. So this will be part 1, prepping the whole garage floor. First things first is going to take out all the extra clutter that's in the garage. So we have to remove everything that's on the floor, move some of these cabinets back here, take all of this out, take all of that out, and then we're going to remove the 2 vehicles out as well. Also, if you could please watch until the end of the video to see the garage transformation from before and after. And I'm going to put a bunch of side-by-sides so you guys can see how bad the floor was before we started and what it looks like now. All right, so we're going to start clearing everything out of here. So step 1, start clearing everything out of the garage. Next, we're going to bring this car down, and then we're going to clear that one out as well. And then we'll start removing these ramps and getting everything off the floor, and then we're going to prep the floor, wash and pressure wash it. All right, so we started clearing the garage. We moved all this stuff out of this corner already. Now we're going to start removing all the stuff from the workbench area over here on the floor, and then we'll start pulling out these heavier cabinets. So we had a big oil spot right here. We just put degreaser on it, and we're gonna let that soak for a little bit, see if we can get some of that up. And then we'll hit it again with the pressure washer all the way through. So then the degreaser soak in, and then we're gonna scrub it down again and make sure that we get this all nice and clean. Remember, preparation is key here. You don't want to rush the preparation. All right, so now all we gotta do now is just start sweeping up.
Pop stairs.
Oh yeah. While he pops the stairs, I'm gonna start sweeping the whole entire floor, and then we're gonna get degreaser, start scrubbing it in really well, and then pressure wash it all out. Step 2. Step 1 was clearing everything out of the garage, making sure there's nothing on the floor. Step 2 is preparing to lay the epoxy with a degreaser and a pressure washer. So we'll be going to step 2 here. All right, so we got it all swept out in the corners. You can see that it's very bad, powdered up here. So we're gonna pressure wash everything, and then we're gonna lay down the concrete filler. We're gonna degrease and pressure wash everything. Then we'll lay down the concrete filler to level this out as much as possible. Get rid of all these pits and chips. These are pretty eaten out from the salt that's out here. So they're pretty deep. So we're gonna just level this back out with some concrete filler, and then we're gonna grind the cracks. So this way we can fill those in as well. You don't need to really fill these in. These are placed in by the cement guys. They put these in. These are relief cracks, relief slots, prevent buckling and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna just pressure wash all this now. This is part 2 of prepping the garage floor for epoxy coating. All right, so we just grinded out all the cracks now. This is the after. You saw the before. Here's the other one. Got some sunlight glaring everywhere. So now we're going to mix up the patch epoxy, and then we're going to put that down and start filling all these cracks in and all these pitted out erosion from the salt on the chips. And then we'll let that sit, and that's going to have to cure for 8 hours.
Yep.
So that will cure for 8 hours, and then we'll come back and we'll etch everything out. So you just want to make sure that when you pressure wash and degrease your floor, that it looks nice and clean. There's no grease. You want to make sure you get this part done the best possible, because anything you leave on the floor, like grease or any kind of paint or stuff like that, will make the epoxy not stick and start bubbling up and peel, and then you're just wasting your time at this point. So just make sure you take your time prepping and cleaning everything, and you should have a good result at the end. All right, so we put our first coat of thin set down to fill in all these cracks. You can still see there's a lot of pitting right over here. There's more pitting right here. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna let this dry a little, and then we're gonna put another layer down. That hopefully will fill up all the uneven where all the bad pitting was. But it doesn't look too bad. It's pretty much evenly spread out. It's nice and smooth. So as soon as we get all these pittings and corrosion where the salt ate the concrete up, all smooth out and get this crack all filled back in, I'll show you the final results after that. It should just be one more pass of some thin set and it will level this all out. So I just want to show you what it looks like before the final step of thin set. All right, so after we poured the floor, you can see now it's no more pitting, no more deep grooves. We're gonna hit it one more time over here where you can see this pitting still. So we gotta touch it up a little bit more over here on this side. But the whole floor used to look like that. And now it looks like this. It's nice and smooth all the way through. So we're going to finish up that half of the garage over here. And then we'll let that dry and cure and then put the etching down tomorrow. And we should start painting by Thursday for the floor and then adding the flakes. So this is what it looks like so far. Coming out really nice. Okay, where we have the bad pitting that's still right here on the floor, we're going to go ahead and just get a trowel. And we're just going to thin it out that way and make sure it spreads out nice and even. And we're able to cover all the pitting. Just so you guys can see the before and after as we go through with the pittings. We got pitting everywhere. You just want to fill in all the holes so you get rid of all the pit holes. Make it look decent. So just gonna go around, hit all the pit spots. So like there's a big hole right there. I want it to look like this, nice and smooth. So I'm just gonna go around, hit all the spots on the rest of this floor. And then I'll just set you guys up so you can see me hit them real quick. And basically just do that until it's all done. And then we should be able to start etching tomorrow and painting on Thursday. All right, so we finished laying out the floor. You can see now there's no more pits or divots inside the floor over here no more. It's all nice and smooth now. So we're just gonna let it dry up a little, and then we're gonna hit it down to knock all the high spots out. And then we'll probably even sand, like if it's really, really high, we'll probably sand it down so it's really nice and smooth. But the floor overall came out really nice. There's no more pits, you can see. It's all filled in. And again, this is where preparation is key, because The better you prepare this floor, the better the epoxy will come out on top of your new floor. So if you just leave it all wavy and high spots and everything like that, when you put the epoxy on, that's exactly what you're going to see. So this came out really nice. It's drying up over here by this post. This car lift is drying up, but we hit all the big salt pivots that were in this floor. So now we just got to etch it, let it dry, sand it down a little, and then we're going to etch it tomorrow, and then we will start rolling the epoxy. This so far has been about a 6-day process. But this is what it looks like so far. If you're still watching the video at this point, please remember to like and subscribe and leave any comments down below if you have questions about redoing your floors. But this is going to look really, really nice with the new epoxy floor that he had picked out for it. And I can't wait to see the finished product. Alrighty, so the day has come where we're going to put down the epoxy shield now onto the floor. We already have it all primed and prepped. It's all cleaned up. We have it all cleaned up. All the debris and dust is out of the car, out of the garage. Now we're going to open this up and show you what we received in this packet. This is a 2-car garage packet. It gave us 2 bags of flakes, 2 bags of etching, and then 2 bags of the epoxy floor. So on this one, you're going to have the bags of epoxy flooring, and it's going to have 2 pouches on it. So you got pouch A and pouch B, and then you're going to twist it until they open up, and then you're going to keep shaking them back and forth to mix them thoroughly. And you want to make sure you have them mixed correctly, so this way, what we're going to do is we're going to mix them a little bit, and then we're going to put them in a bucket and then mix it again so they're both together. So this way they blend together and we get the same consistent blend throughout the whole entire garage. We're also going to start by painting this whole entire wall. This sub wall right here, we're going to paint this all the way around the whole garage. As you can see, it goes around the whole garage. So we're going to paint that all up. And then we're also going to put a strip down the bottom here. So when we come back to roll the epoxy on the floor, we don't have to worry about touching the wall so much. We can just strip it right out. We don't have to worry about touching the floor so much. We'll just put a strip right here along the bottom, as well as we painting the whole entire wall at the exact same time. So let's start mixing it up and get at it. And I'll put you guys on a time-lapse mode so you can see us putting everything down. All right, so we have all the flakes poured in this little bucket. It's going to help us to spread them out as we go through the floor. Then we're going to put all the epoxy into this bucket here. We got 3 bags. We got a 2-car garage bag one and a 1-car garage bag. So hopefully that gives us enough square footage to do all the walls and the whole entire floor. So we're going to start mixing these next. Alright, so we're going to start mixing now. We're going to open up the bags, pull the pouches out. You got part A and part B here, part A, part B. You're just going to roll them together and then start mixing together, and then we're going to put it all in this one bucket so that they can be the same color throughout the whole entire mix. You know what? I want to get gloves. You want some gloves? Alright, so we're going to mix A into B. We just need to roll it up until it pops into place. And then you start mixing it. You can get it and shake it if you want to. Alright, so we're going to open them and start dumping them into there. Okay, now that we have them all into one bucket, now we're going to mix them up again. And then as soon as we're done mixing this, we're going to start hitting the walls. And then we'll start working the floor right after we're done with the walls. And the only reason why we put them into the bucket, because you don't have to put them in a bucket. We put them in the bucket so they'll be the same color throughout the whole entire mix. You also want to do this on a cool day. The cooler, the better, because then you have more pliable time to work with the mixture. If it's a hot day, you only get about an hour to 2 hours to work with it all. So you want to move fast. Alright, now that it's done mixing, we're going to pour some into a paint pan. And we will start cutting in the wall and the floor edges. Here we go. Starting with the wall. Right, you can see the big difference where we fixed the concrete where we didn't.
Yeah.
That's what the first section looks like with flake down. And so we'll come back once we get this whole side cut in with flake. I'll show you guys that when I go to I know you said Jesus. I said he's back.
Oh, my back is killing me. You need to do what you said. And
Oh yeah.
towel.
All right, so we got this half of the garage done already. It's got all the epoxy down and all the flake, and we're going to finish that up here in just a minute. But this is what it looks like so far. It looks really good. See all the flake on there. We're going to let that dry, and then we're going to scrape off any excess flake, which probably has some right there. There's a little spot right there. You can see the big spot. But I'll give you a before and after shot of what it looked like before and what it looked like after we finished. It's a big improvement. I want to try to get this exact same shot again when we're done with it so they can see it before and after. I'll put a Hey there viewers, thanks for joining us today. We finally completed it. This is the final product of it right here. As you remember before, when I came through the center of this garage, it was all pitted and really bad in this area. This is what it looks like after it is completed. It came out really, really nice. The homeowner is really liking the outcome of this. It looks really good. So with just a little bit of hard work and some effort, you guys can get results like this too. It's been about a week since we laid this down and everything, and this is the final. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see if we can get some other projects around so that you guys can continue enjoying my content. Also, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave comments down below if you have any questions on everything that we did to this garage. Look right here in this corner. I'll have another link to another garage video that I did that covers all the materials and everything you would need to get this down. I did show some of that in this video, but if you want more information on that, it's going to be another video I'll put right here. What it looks like from before and after. These are the exact same shots that I did before we started the garage. And you could just see the big transformation from before and after with the new epoxy floor. It looks amazing. It came out really nice in my opinion. The floor is not all pitted up and bad anymore. And that's all it takes. Some hard work and dedication, you can get some good results.
So cool. All right.
Thanks for joining us today on putting down this epoxy garage flooring. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave comments if you like to. And until next time, thanks for watching.